The massive silent killer in the majority of golfers' games, particularly when they want to perform on the golf course, is how we use our brain and how we hold our target once we've articulated to ourselves the what of the target and how we connect to that. It's about how we narrow our focus prior to beginning and creating any golf shot. So let's go over how we go about that. I'm going to demonstrate it right now with some putting and then some iron shots. Hello, golfers. Golf is a target sport, and the quality of your imagery and target acquisition will determine the quality of your swings and golf shots. And a lot of the time, golfers are whizzing past this and not connecting early in their golf routine to a chosen target. Given the way the world is today, we have so many other distractions via electronic devices and a plethora of data and information we can take in. However, that's all helpful. But when we play golf, we need to be able to sort through and create a golf routine or process, particularly early on with targeting, that has precision, that has contrast, has something that you can attach your imagination and your brain to. In the first 3 to 9 seconds of your routine, the earlier you take the target acquisition, the easier it's going to be for your brain then to send the right messages for you to get the right amount of force to get the ball to the hole. So a lot of golfers leave out the fact that there's a point A where the ball starts, but they're not as clear as they should be on point B, meaning where do we want to roll the ball, our intermediate target, how do we see it as far as you can see here, I've got a ball and a yellow ball marker, and then where do I see the ball entering the holes? And that will give me an idea as to when I go to putt, what pace or how much force I need in my stroke to get the ball to roll there. So I'm going to go over the routine one more time and show you what I think is really, really important in a routine and help you hold more putts, hit more shots on target. Ultimately, isn't that what you're looking to do as a golfer? As I said earlier, the earlier in your routine you can decide on your target and get a clear idea by contrast, whether it's a blade of grass, whether it's aiming at something behind the target that you want. So in this case, as I look at this putt, this is a makeable putt, and I'm looking where the ball is. Could I align the seam after I've read it where I want to get my intended line? If you're doing that, then that's helping you commit, but you also then maybe need to get an intermediate target along the way. So you might see a blade of grass, or you could practice and put a ball marker down, see if you can get the putter face aligned, and then get the ball started on the line you want, and then you're making sure that you look out where you want the ball to go into the hole, and then staying calm, convicted, and trusting in what you can do. You're more aware of the force. So that's really important. Also, the last look, if you're going to have that last look, make it so that you connect and that you are really clear on where you're headed with the golf ball. That'll really help you with, over time, getting out of how to swing the putter, the thoughts that you might have, into ascending mode and into this is what I want the ball to do, and you'll start to create much clearer imagery, feel for yourself, and you'll start to respond to what you're seeing and feeling with the way you move the putter and where you use the golf clubs. So that the routine would look like this, and it would have steps where, first of all, I'm going to read the putt, and I know that it's downhill slightly, turning to the right. Then I'm looking about 2.25 golf balls to the left. And then I'm seeing it go in at like 8:30 if the hole was a clock face. And then I'm keeping my eyes out there on my intermediate target, 2.5 golf balls. I'm aiming my putter face there. Then building my stance, settling in. Even though I'm not looking at my target, I've got an image now of where it is, and sometimes in my peripheral vision, I can sense it. And then that one last look is connecting. And then how much force, and then let myself putt. So there's something that I think that a lot of golfers miss in their golf routine, and I think that they could work more on that internal process to balance out and to support what they're doing as far as rolling the ball for different length putts on the green, targeting, and then particularly on chipping, pitching, and actually every shot in the game. So see how that goes. Leave me a comment below on the brain is in charge of the swing. So here's how I have the putt set up. Got my ball, the hole, the yellow marker, and the ball out there, 2.5 golf balls to the left. So basically every putt's a straight line, and seeing the ball go in at 8:30, and I've got 2 tees there to remind me that it needs to come in that direction, and that the blue marker is my peripheral vision intermediate target that I would utilize when I do my last look and anchor my view to where I'm going and connect that to the hole and then all the way back to the ball, and then allow myself to putt. So before I walk in, I decide on my distance. It's the white disc, 45 yards. So I'm looking at the white disc, and then I'm going to bring an intermediate target. And I've already practiced my distances, so I know what size swing to take. Now I'm going to hold the target in my brain and make the swing. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, did you go to that restaurant last week? Yeah, it's really good. Thanks for watching this video. Can you subscribe to my channel, Know by Design, and hit the link below? And also, it would be great if you would be willing to leave me a comment and tell me what you found helpful about this video, and maybe in the future what you'd like to see me cover. Thanks for watching.